Bueno, hola otra vez. Bienvenidos a otra transmisión de Sotomonte RPG. Ya no me acuerdo ni del nombre de mi canal, ya de tantos días que no transmito. Bueno, hoy es viernes por la noche, bastante tarde, la 1:00 y pico. Pero bueno, me he dicho a mí mismo, bueno, ya será mejor que empiece a transmitir otra vez, si no, se van a acabar las navidades y no haber terminado ni siquiera este juego. Así, aunque no vaya a hablar mucho o menos de lo habitual, que ya es poco en mi caso, voy a ver si consigo transmitir, aunque sea una orilla de Night of the Rabbit. Pues vamos a ver si esto arranca. A ver si me acuerdo ahora en qué partida lo tenía guardado. Supongo que será esto de aquí. El 10 del 12, sí. Es la más tardía. Y a ver si me acuerdo dónde lo había dejado, que esa es otra.
Looks like it's still life. Looks like it's still life. Hello, Mr. Church Mouse.
Oh, it's you. The boy with the hat and the tight purse strings. Don't worry, this time Junior isn't after your piggy bank, he's after your sanity. The best magician in Mousewood will make you doubt your own mind when he achieves the impossible.
Your son is a magician too? I don't believe it.
Yes, pretty amazing, isn't it? You thought there was no such thing as magic.
No, I just meant...
You will be proven wrong.
But I didn't say that.
When the great Church Mouse Jr. mysteriously empties this glass of water without touching it.
Well, I can't wait. Maybe I'll learn another one of my 4 spells here. Eh? Is the water level going down? How long is this going to take?
Could you maybe put the nut in the water glass? Sometimes Junior has a bit of stage fright.
Okay.
At last, someone's coming on stage.
Hey, Jerry!
We didn't know you were performing here too.
I'm just helping out.
Put the nut in the glass and stop stealing the show from Junior.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Whoa! Completely soaked up. The glass is almost dry.
That's darn handy if you have to drain something.
I could really use a nut like that.
Indeed, it is magic. Please, not too much applause.
I think that's usually called sleight of hand.
Thank you for your kind attention. You can now see Junior every evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior.
So, did Junior find the nut, or where does he come in?
No idea.
Can I borrow your water nut? The water nut? But that is Junior's most popular trick.
It's also his only trick, isn't it?
You mean Junior should expand his repertoire?
Exactly. Or better still, perform without a nut.
Without a nut? Oh, that is a revolutionary concept that has never been attempted in Mousewood. All right. I always say, laughing customers are paying customers. So show me a show that makes the audience laugh. If it works, we'll swap your program for the water nut.
Okay. You want jokes? I'll improvise for you.
Well then, good luck. And now, opening for the wonderful Church Mouse Jr., ladies and gentlemen, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry!
Are we getting the nut again?
No, now it's time for a laugh.
Oh no, I've got a bad feeling about this.
I know what you mean.
Here it comes. Well, why did the chicken cross the road?
What?
You can't be serious.
Our cousin Henry lives on the road. At least that's where he used to live. Now he lives in the hospital.
Oh, I didn't know.
Jerry,
It's all right.
But it isn't funny either.
get off the stage.
Again, I'm sorry.
No offence taken. He didn't mean it like that.
I know.
Jerry, you can't tell road jokes to hedgehogs. Everybody knows that. Here, take the paper and pencil and go look for good jokes. Jokes that the local audience can appreciate.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. Thanks. Break a leg. I have to go.
Break a leg? Is that supposed to be funny? What strange children some parents have. Isn't that right, Junior? Exactly.
Pues a ver dónde encuentro yo ahora a alguien que me enseñe chistes aquí.
Another one of those stickers.
In the Hall of Apprentices, there is a column for every apprentice who was trained here in these woods. But this one here was spat out by the hall a long time ago. I found it deep in the woods, and now I'm trying to unravel its secret. Banishment by the hall caused the picture to burst into 32 magic drops of dew, which are now spread all over Mousewood. Those who are able to understand the whisper of the rocks can ask the column itself how many drops are still missing. If someone collected all 32 drops, the dew could form the image of the expelled apprentice.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Vale, o sea que puedo preguntar cuántas gotas de esas me quedan por recoger por lo visto. Vale, me quedan 12. Que no sé si quedaría alguna gota en el otro plano donde viene el chaval este, que se supone que es el mundo real, ¿no? No sé si ahí me habrá dejado alguna gota.
Wow, this is high. Wow.
Back already?
I'll get back to work then.
You have so much still ahead of you. Oh, I envy you. But there isn't much time. So hurry, Jerry Hazelnut.
I ought to talk to people who like jokes. I ought to talk to people who like jokes. I ought to talk to people who like jokes. The little guy put his clothes on the table. I'll go grab them.
Tater skins and goat manure! You can see me! What do you want from me?
I'm, looking for a tree portal.
You want to break into me world, and I'm supposed to help you do it. Miserable blackmailer. Right. All right. You leave me no choice. Put my clothes back, turn around, and I'll help you. And stop staring at me shamrock.
You're... Oh.
There. That's better. Well, rattle me bog. Where's my hat?
I still have it.
Ah! A professional blackmailer, are ya? All right. Meet me at night above the town hall, then I'll show you the way into my world. But kindly bring my hat with you.
Professional blackmailer? I want to be a magician.
What are you doing there, boy? Sounds like a bad case of talking to yourself.
Nonsense. There is a little green man that only I can see. What?
Nothing.
So and tinker every day.
I ought to talk to people who like jokes. I ought to talk to people who like jokes.
Bored! Bored!
You're funny, little boy.
Pues vale, qué bien.
Hello.
Hi there. Are you delivering packages again?
No.
Oh. I've heard that the fields are haunted at night. I'd really like to see. But I think it's much too creepy.
And another. Another drop. I ought to talk to people who like jokes. I ought to talk to people who like jokes. Only a hollow tree stump, with nothing in it. I hear a whistling sound. The wind is blowing through the hollow trunk, moaning and whistling. It almost sounds like a tune. The organ music of the wind, the breath of the forest. How did I come up with that? Don't tell me I'm a poet too. Poet magician Jerry Hazelnut. One of the post horns that can... I wonder how he... Maybe frogs...
Whoopee! Hello, Jerry. Well, where to? I heard strangers live in the trees to the northwest. They say they're giant moths. Is there anything to that? A couple of nights ago, I dreamt of a curious tree. It stood in a foggy clearing. A raven was there too. Let's go! Hang on tight, Jerry. See you later.
Ha! It sounds like they really enjoy their work.
No, you have to take carpentry serious. First, you have to sketch and measure.
Or you can just jump right into it. Be spontaneous. It helps. With a saw, hammer, nails, paint.
But only after you have everything planned out. Otherwise, it will come to nothing.
But that way you plan out all the fun.
If it's not fun, why do it?
I don't mean totally without fun.
Oh no.
Even if you're really serious about it, you can have fun every once in a while, especially when you can work with somebody like you. Huh?
You put that so nicely.
I ought to talk to people who like jokes.
The land here must work, but it doesn't. Sometimes you need help from someone who knows the score. We can stop the uncontrolled growth. Get everything under control.
We do not need any help from you. Ho, ho.
We have arrived. We will be the solution.
Okay. Suspicious guy.
Critique of Impractical Reason by Immanuel Katz. Natural History by Hildegard of Beehive. Oh, where shall I put that?
How about sorting the books by topic? Brainy stuff here, nature stuff there.
That is exactly what I am doing. Here are those with a red cover, and over there is where those with green covers will go.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
But of course. Then you can find the red books immediately when you look for them. I mean, no one ever reads the green ones anyway. Weird stuff, that is. In Literaria, they didn't have green books at all.
Ooh, Jonathan, you've never even been there.
Of course I have. But naturally, it was during a reading tour.
As you can see, young man, Jonathan's sorting skills are just as dreadful as his sense of humor.
A little laugh now and then can't hurt.
I'm looking for jokes.
Please, no jokes. I have a headache.
I'm looking for jokes.
Please, I have a headache.
I ought to talk to people who like jokes. I don't think sleeping drops will help me here.
We are preparing the Treetop Festival, young tree walker, even if this strange guest is set on wasting my time.
Your land, it lies undeveloped. Every second of your inactivity means a loss.
However often you repeat that, it still makes no sense to us. Jerry, I saw how you jumped into our painting. And you took good care of my niece. Thank you. Perhaps Jonathan is right about magic. Perhaps he knows more about these things than I.
Just a sec. Welcome back.
I've heard that the Hare family is waiting for a cake.
Yes, yes. They celebrate every night and have various special requirements. But unfortunately, I'm missing a couple of ingredients.
And I bet you just happen to have a list for me, don't you?
Yes, you guessed it. If you find the ingredients, I can make the cake, and you can take it to the hares.
Es verdad, había olvidado que tenía... Cuando he hablado ahí, cuando la fiesta de las Líbares me habían dicho esto del pastel, pero ya ni me acordaba. Es lo malo de ir jugando de semana en semana.
About the cake for the Hare family, again.
If you find the ingredients, I can make the cake, and you can take it to the hares. Just take a look at the list of ingredients.
See you later. I'd better hold on to that. Missing ingredients for the Hare family's cake. A handful of sweet red berries, chocolate, some milk, and beet syrup. Missing ingredients for the Hare family's cake. A handful of sweet red berries, chocolate, some milk, and beet syrup. Cool, rosemary. When they're dried, you can use them as itching powder. The door is now open.
Hey, you. This is private property. Get out of my garden.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry?
If only I weren't so bored.
Who would have thought the old path tree could do something like that? Path tree? Maybe in the olden days, someone actually knew about the portal. There aren't any stars I can use to orient myself there.
Looks like we'll have to get our mosquito bites somewhere else then.
I've always wanted to be on the radio too.
That's the right attitude. If you want to host with me, you'll have to be sharp.
Sharp?
Yes, just try to set him up so I can knock him down. With rapier-like wit. Yes?
What should I say?
Oh, something funny.
Oh. Okay. Well, why did the chicken cross the road?
Ooh, that's no good. That'll go down very badly here in Mousewood, believe me.
Oh, okay.
Try to come up with something more appropriate for our audience. And we'll try again.
I have to be going.
See you soon. And remember, Swamp Radio 103.6, 5. Mole in the morning, mole at noon, and mole in the evening.
You're funny, little boy.
Hard black beaks of doom hacking away at your little soul. Sometimes you just need to talk to a certain stranger to gain a bit of luck. You could use a little luck, right? A small amount of luck would be enough to help you.
Huh?
We have arrived. We will be the solution.
Okay. Weird.
Whoopee! Hello, Jerry. Well, where to? Let's go. Hang on tight, Jerry. See you later.
I think I know how I can replace the water nut.
All right. I always say laughing customers are paying customers. So show me a show that makes the audience laugh. If it works, we'll...
Okay. I can't think of anything right now. How's business?
Super. When I'm enjoying my well-deserved retirement on Coconut Palm Island, Junior shouldn't have to worry. This show will give him a second source of income, along with dealing in things, stuff and junk. Cash is bound to start pouring in soon. We also had a darling green crack beetle. A real crowd puller, let me tell you. Unfortunately, it ran off the day before yesterday. Junior almost caught it.
A green beetle, hmm? Break a leg. I have to go.
Break a leg? Is that supposed to be what's changed children? Isn't that right? Exactly.
Maybe we should have stayed at work. I think so too. That joke made me sad. Me too.
At night, you have a wonderful view of the stars from here, but you can see them best from the fields near the bridge. Too bad my friend was moved to guard duty on the river after the last crow attack. I tried to chat with that poor guy up on the wall, but at night he makes no sense whatsoever.
Good evening.
Who? What?
It's only me. Good evening.
Well, it's evening anyway, but I'm not complaining. Still, I'm tired and thirsty, and this shift is lasting forever. Actually, I'd rather be working on my novel some more. It's called Penny the Pudgy Pyromaniac.
You're an author? What's your name?
Penny. Don't volunteer for the night shift, they said. And now...
But I think you were complaining. Hello?
Who's there?
Still me.
Oh no, oh no! Oh no! What if a crow had come? Or my superior? I need some strong black coffee very, very urgently. Why is Anya's cafe closed at night? Why?
Ahora buscar qué tal.
Okay, I'll try to get you a mug of coffee.
Huh? What? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No problem. I'd advise you to avoid counting sheep, though.
Fluffy, soft, fluffy, soft.
Pues aquí estamos intentando hacer una transmisión especial de Navidad, como aventuras gráficas, pero vamos, me he tirado una semana sin transmitir y estamos ahora a la mitad del mes.
We also had a darling green crack beetle. A real crowd puller, let me tell you. Unfortunately, it ran off the day before yesterday. Junior almost caught it.
A green beetle,
Sí, ando a estas horas por eso, porque digo, antes de irme a dormir voy a transmitir un ratillo la aventura gráfica esta, porque si no va a terminar el mes de diciembre y no voy a ni a ir por la mitad. Bueno, y como hoy es viernes, no hay que ir mañana a ningún sitio, pues vamos a aprovechar y trasnochar un poco más.
One hot coffee. Too bad I don't like coffee. Silver foil won't help here. Now my mug is empty. One hot coffee. bad I don't like coffee. Silver foil won't help here. My coffee's cold.
Vale, no sirve el truco este de utilizar el libro, porque el café se enfría de todas formas.
Oh, what's going on here?
The bodies are my due, for I discovered him, freed him from the prison of his existence, and made him useful to us.
The belongings are my due, for I placed the 4 metals in his hands. When his vengeance is at hand, our work begins.
The land is my due, for I let him know the order in which he must drive them into the trunk. When their power comes to bear, our work shall begin. The souls are my due. From me, he knows how many blows he must strike. Once he has struck them, we will go to work. Someone is listening. Only a child.
A human.
One of us.
Excuse me?
A child. We worry about you. Humans like us tend to worry. If you look closely, you can see the worry in our faces.
Boy, who knows that you are here?
What if you were to disappear on an ill-fated night such as this?
Ill-fated? But I...
Soon this world will be healed.
No more worries about money.
About land. About luck. About health.
But you make us worry.
Vale, un grupito siniestro aquí.
Nice web, and no spider anywhere to be seen. It's probably gone to construct a much nicer web somewhere else. Feels really stable, and not at all sticky. It must be pretty old.
Ah, vale, esto puedo utilizarlo para pillar los dientes de león. Sí, mejor por aquí. Quería utilizar el atajo, pero al estar cerrado el bar no se puede.
There are some very strange green flames dancing over the fields back there. Are they will-o'-the-wisps? How eerie.
How strange. There are green lights flickering across the fields. Maybe it's someone with a lantern out for a walk. Oh man, that's a long way down. I should do this during the day.
Vale, tengo que volver de día. Bueno, no, volver no. Le va el libro aquí. Y ya se día.
Neither the spider web nor the branch are sticky enough to fasten it there. No, I'll keep that. No, I'll keep that. I have to be careful or the chocolate will melt in my hand. Again, that's what Mum always says. Feels really stable, and not at all sticky. It must be pretty old. I think I have to get up there if I want to have a real conversation. Wow, the whole town fits under the tree. Any bird who built a nest up on a branch would have a magnificent view.
Steals my hat. I am Emmett Melanoplos O'Donnell. I've won multiple awards for excellence in the field of technology. Nobody steals from me. And where did that midge bait get to now? I've been waiting up here in the tree all night long, and no one has come.
Uh-oh, I think Conrad is still awake. A table shaped like a three-leafed clover. Oh man, it's really dark up here. And cold too. At home, I'm not allowed to climb around on rooftops. At home, I'd be reading comics under the covers with a flashlight now.
I've been waiting up here in the tree all night long, and no one has come. They wouldn't dare do that on the Emerald Isle. If that's where you want to go, then kindly hurry it up. Otherwise, I'll be going through the tree without you. And bring my hat with you, you runt. And I don't want one like you have, you hear?
But how am I supposed to get over there?
Can't hover like decent folk, can you? Peat tree drinker. Then you'll have to cross the branch on foot.
It's way too dark and too high. You can't see where you're putting your feet.
Well, come on, you little extortionist. If you fall off the branch, I'll just gather up the hat while you're seeing stars. After your rake attack on me wee life, you deserve it.
Nice view. From here you can see the cafe and the city wall. And one of the Mouse Guard's cannons. I could get to the tree by climbing over the branch, but it's way too dark up here. One false step and I'd rather not think about it.
Vale, o sea que necesitaré algo de luz, pero a ver qué utilizo yo aquí.
Whoa! It looks a lot higher up here than it did from below. Looks kind of suspicious. I'd like to take a look at it from up close. I could get to the tree by climbing over the branch, but it's way too dark up here. One false step and I'd rather not think about it.
Bueno, también puedo esperar a que se haga de día.
I'd better not use the book here.
Vale, no.
Hello? Mr. Conrad Owl?
No.
Your caramel-colored fur. Just like toffee fudge.
I think he's asleep. Locked. I'll just go in through the window. A table shaped like a three-leafed clover. The Great Zaroff, clairvoyant illusionist, coming soon to a theatre near you. Another advertisement for Zaroff. Rather boring paperwork. Old, but boring. What's that? Another card. A net with nuts for a healthy between-meal snack. Conrad said these nuts are the town treasury. Apparently money does grow on trees.
At night, you have a wonderful view of the stars from here, but you can see them best from the fields near the bridge. Too bad my friend was moved to guard duty on the river after the last crow attack. I tried to chat with that poor guy up on the wall, but at night he makes no sense whatsoever.
Yikes! Ugh, that must be the crack beetle that the church mouses are missing. Okay, come here, you icky green beetle. Cracky, cracky. I think this
Estaba
little fella's
buscando
yours, isn't
pegatinas
it?
o gotas de
Oh, you
agua.
found it. Our darling little sunshine is back, Julia.
No,
Aren't you
escarabajo.
glad? I found this card. Strange, isn't it? I'll give it to you. It's so creepy that no one will buy it anyway.
Vale, me da una carta.
Break a leg. I have to go.
Break a leg? Is that supposed to be fun? What strange children some parents have. Isn't that right, Junior? Exactly.
Pues a ver, ¿qué hace ahora? Ah, el guardia ha dicho algo de las estrellas y con el plano de los portales se supone que me puedo guiar por las estrellas, pero...
Wow. So that's what the old magician meant when he said it was a special map. You can recognize all the constellations and the 4 portal trees of Mousewood that the Marquis and the magician talked about. The eastern tree seems to be the big tree in the middle of Mousewood. And the old path tree we used to come to Mousewood is the southern tree. The western tree is to the left on the other side of the field path. And the northern tree is to the right of the field path, a little farther away. Right. So those are the 4 trees behind whose portals I'm supposed to learn the 4 spells. They aren't so far away, but can I also find them when I'm standing right underneath? Well, we'll see about that.
Vale, me han dado un logro. Pero no me ayuda a avanzar mucho.
This looks like a little flight of stairs, but the mushrooms will have to grow a bit before I can climb the tree. Then I can investigate why it's snowing up there. It looks like it was hit by lightning, about 1,000 years ago. Somebody seems to have carved 4 openings into its gnarly trunk.
You again. Have you come back to rub it in again that you helped me? Bah!
What? No.
Good for you, but anyway, thank you. When we're harvesting our dwarf roots here, you can use our guest bed in the house. Did you hear that, lads? This boy is our guest. Meh! Bah! Bah!
They said you're welcome at any time.
I really appreciate that.
Pah! Don't mention it.
Anyone taller than a mouse, or taller than me for that matter, probably wouldn't even notice this, but there it is, hidden among tree roots and moss.
Pues no sé, ando un poco perdido ahora mismo. A ver.
Have you ever had one of those days where everything goes wrong? Don't you often wish that someone had a cure for it? I bet mouse will receive a whole lot of cures.
Huh?
We have arrived. We will be the solution.
Sure. Strange guy. A sticker. I'd better leave that where it is. I want to be a magician, not a key thief. Around here, they probably sentence you to 1,000 laps of the hamster wheel.
Just a sec. Welcome back. An ingredient for the cake. Thank you, my little cracker crust. All that's missing now is a handful of sweet red cherries, and then some milk and beet syrup.
Rose hips are cool, but disappointingly useless.
Vale, no, esto no sirve. A ver, sé que en el mundo real había zanahorias y otras bayas, pero me parece que ahora ya no puedo volver. Que como hay que cogerlas allí, me parece que me he quedado atascado. Pero
The door is now open.
Hey, you. This is private property. Get out of my garden.
Uh-oh. I hung the clock part over the key.
vale, la he colgado porque se parecía, pero... ¿Y esto qué hace?
He used the clock part instead of the key without noticing. The door is now open. Now I could even get into the cafe through the back door where nobody's looking.
Ah, vale. ¿Que para qué quiero entrar al café cuando nadie está mirando? Anda, este está aquí.
Oh. Hello, Jeremiah. It seems like you also like to be out and about at night. I love the serenity of being alone in places like this at night. You can hear the whisper of secret stories that are hiding here and there. I have a special story for you. It's about mice and squirrels in the woods. Would you like to hear it?
El espíritu del bosque te ha dado una historia. Para oírla, alimentario, haz clic en extras. Vale.
Did you like my story? I often find strange things between the worlds. Fragments of stories long forgotten. Lost beginnings. And lost endings. Perhaps there's something you have forgotten. Maybe I can find what you have lost.
Better not raise a ruckus here at night.
Ah, bueno, claro, es verdad. Puedo coger ahora café caliente.
Now my mug is empty. One hot coffee. Too bad I don't like coffee. I've got a little present for you.
Oh, what? Oh, what an aroma.
Brewed fresh.
Oh, yeah. Boing! Thank you, thank you, thank you. That should last for a couple of minutes. Ha ha! Oh, yes! Don't volunteer for the night shift, they said. Not in your condition. Ha ha! But if not me, then who? And look at me now. The fire of ambition flaring in my eyes.
May I use the cannon now?
Nobody may use the cannon.
Well, now you're awake enough to make sure of that. I'd advise you to avoid counting sheep, though.
Fluffy, soft, fluffy, soft.
Vale, no sé muy bien qué he conseguido con esto, pero...
Eight Stories from Mousewood by Matt Kempker. Read by Rob Quirk. The first story. Of mice, squirrels, and Mousewood Forest. Somewhere, tucked away between faraway fields and winding paths, there lies a forest crowded with mice and squirrels. So crowded, in fact.
Vale, no tiene subtítulos. Genial.
empty. One hot coffee. Too bad I don't like coffee. I've got a little present for you.
Oh, what? Oh, what an aroma.
Brewed fresh.
Boing! Thank you. That should last for a couple of minutes. Ha ha! Oh, yes! Not in your but if not me, then the fire of ambition.
No use the can.
Nobody may use.
Well, I'd advise you to. In Master D's it says to the Coldwater Brook Bridge, and it looks like Golden Gookies.
Hello, Jeremiah. Did you know that the moon is responsible for the tides? But my old friend the moon has nothing to do with this flood, or with the wild crows that haunt this area during the day. Do you see the lights on the other side of the river? Over there looms the beginning of the sad story from Mousewood's folk. I hope it will have a happy ending.
Isn't there something we can do to help?
That is out of our hands, I'm afraid. But wait, let me tell you a beautiful story from the time before the flood. It's about the old magician visiting the post office by the river. Would you like to hear it? Did you like my story? I often find strange things between the words. Fragments of stories long forgotten, lost beginnings, and lost endings. Perhaps there's something you have forgotten. Maybe I can find what you have lost.
Ahora me voy a encontrar a este hombre por aquí, por todas partes.
I thought I was alone. So, you also like to stride through the night, moving behind the scenes. That's where I find many of my stories. And I know an interesting one about the grumpy wood dwarves who live here. Would you like to hear it?
Vale, otra historia para los hipsters.
Would you like my story? I often find strange things between the words. Fragments of stories long forgotten, lost beginnings, lost endings. Perhaps there's something you've forgotten. Maybe I can find what you have lost.
Encontrar alguna forma de volver pegajosa la tela de araña para pegarla aquí, pero no tengo ni idea de cómo.
This is beautiful, but it's also freezing cold up here.
Zanahoria gigante. Estaba zumo de zanahoria o algo así, jarabe de zanahoria.
Missing ingredients for the Hare family's cake. A handful of sweet red berries, chocolate, some milk, and beet syrup. That doesn't need to be spooned. No, I'd better be careful with the thing. A stick won't help here. Perfect. Hey, juice is already coming out of the tap. Now I have beet syrup on tap.
Vaya, sí que era fácil.
A mug full of thick, sweet syrup.
No se olvida el jarabe para la tela de araña, ¿verdad?
I'd better be careful with the syrup. It's already sticking to my fingers. No. I'd better be careful with the syrup. It's already sticking to my fingers. No. Silver foil won't help here. I'd better be careful with the syrup. It's already sticking to my fingers.
Whoopee!
No, Alucard, gracias a Dios.
Hello, Jerry. You're out and about late. Well, where to? My bicycle has taken me far. Let's go. Hang on tight, Jerry. See you later.
Just a sec. Welcome back. An ingredient for the cake. Thank you, my little cracker crust. All that's missing now is a handful of sweet red berries and then some milk.
Vale, ahora me faltan bayas y leche. Hay que saber de dónde naritas las saco.
I weren't so bored. Cards? All right.
A new game, a new chance.
I bet you've got it. I was so sure that would work.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. Choose a card.
This card. I bet you've got it.
Extra life.
Extra life?
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. It's your turn.
This card. I bet you've got it. I might have known.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent's quartet. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. Choose a card.
I'm sure you've got this card. Very well. Let's see what card you've got there. I'm sure you've got this card.
Excellent.
Let's see what card you've got there. This card. I bet you've got it. I might have known.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. 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 Draw a card. Opponent's quartet. Choose a card.
This card. I bet you've got it.
Well played. Quartet.
Let's see what card you've got there. I'm sure you've got this card.
Excellent.
Let's see. I'm sure you've got this card. Nope, you don't. Again?
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent's quartet. Opponent asks for a card.
Oh no!
Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. It's your turn.
I'm sure you've got this card.
Excellent.
Got a quartet. Let's see what card you've got there. I'm sure you've got this card. Yes, I did that on purpose.
Draw a card.
Got a quartet.
That's it. Opponent's game.
Cards? All right.
The game starts. Choose a card.
I'm sure you've got this card. Yes, I did that on purpose.
Draw a card. Quartet. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. Choose a card.
I'm sure you've got this card.
Excellent.
Let's see what card you've got there. This card. Bet you've got it. Oh, rats.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. Opponent's quartet. It's your turn.
I'm sure you've got this card.
Well played.
Let's see. I'm sure you've got this card.
Terrific.
Let's see what card you've got there. This card. Bet you've got it. Huh, I might have known.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card.
Oh no.
It's your turn.
I'm sure you've got this card. Oh, rats.
Draw a card.
And another quartet.
Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. Choose a card.
I'm sure you've got this card. Nope, you don't. Again.
Draw a card.
And another quartet.
Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. 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 Game over.
I win.
But more fruits are waiting.
Bueno, me parece que lo voy a ir dejando por aquí ya. Guardo esto y lo voy dejando por aquí, que ya son las 2:30 de la madrugada. Pues nada, si estás por ahí todavía, Alucard, por el chat, nos vemos otro día. Venga, hasta luego.